While many areas of the state have been successful in attracting industry to fuel economic growth, Vicksburg is relying more on tourism to expand its economy. It's accomplishing this in large part by turning a tragic chapter of its past into a tourist mecca.
In these modern economic times, communities across Mississippi are constantly searching for ways to attract industry to their region. Whether it is high-tech or more traditional manufacturing, new businesses represent jobs and increased tax revenue. However, not all areas have the necessary infrastructure or resources to effectively bring in new industry. Some have found that increasing tourism is what will drive growth. And while casinos and natural resources are bringing visitors to some areas of the state, in Vicksburg, what attracts tourists is the city's past.
That's the reason people come to Vicksburg, for the history and the rich Southern traditions that they've heard about.
Tourism represents over $90 million to the local economy of Vicksburg. It is the leading industry. One important component to ensure that visitors continue to come is an attractive and vital downtown.
A vital downtown is very important because we have some 19 attractions within a 4 or 5 block radius of downtown, and when people come into the area, they certainly feel better when there's activity and lots going on.
Mississippi is home to numerous historic and cultural assets, none more significant than the Vicksburg National Military Park, site of one of the most decisive battles during the Civil War. The park is important not only as a means for preserving our national history, but also has a tremendous economic impact on the area.
It is without a doubt our major attraction, the National Military Park. There are some close to 1 million people that visit it each year.
It is a significant economic impact not only for Vicksburg and Warren County, but it has a ripple effect throughout the state of Mississippi and the region.
The park was established in 1899 by an act of Congress to preserve the history of the siege of Vicksburg. It encompasses 1,800 acres, has over 1,300 monuments, markers, tablets, and plaques, and requires a 16-mile tour to see the entire park. With over 1 million visitors annually, it is one of the most visited battlefields of the world. The present-day cost of replacing all of the monuments is estimated to be over $1 billion. Probably the most impressive of these is the Illinois Monument, erected by that state in 1906.
It is the largest, most ornate monument on the battlefield here at Vicksburg. A tribute to the Illinois soldiers who served in the Vicksburg campaign, the monument is patterned after the Roman Pantheon. As you count the steps leading up to the rotunda, there are 47 in number, which is a symbolic number here at Vicksburg. That's 1 step for each day of the siege of Vicksburg. Back in 1906, when the Illinois Memorial was dedicated, it cost $200,000, which may not sound like a lot of money today, but back in 1904, when that sum of money was appropriated by the legislature in Springfield, Illinois, it constituted 20% of the state's budget. This one monument alone would cost more than $45 million to build today.
The prospects that the park will remain a major tourist destination well into the future are strong.
Each day since Lee and Grant met at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia on April 9th of 1865, there has been a new book written on the American Civil War, each and every day. Americans can't get enough of interest in the Civil War, including the school children who come here by the tens of thousands each year. They are fascinated by the fact that many of the soldiers who fought and died here were not much older than themselves. Many of these visitors are actually walking in the footsteps of their ancestors, and they come with diaries and letters that were actually written by the soldiers in the hot summer of 1863. And so it's great joy to actually take these visitors to the exact spot where their ancestors fought and in some cases died.
While the battlefield represented a decisive defeat for the Vicksburg of old, it now represents economic vitality for the new Vicksburg, a city that is reaping benefits by realizing the positive potential of its past. For Mississippi Business Today, this is Keith Havens.